Hey, welcome back to the Dhokia Garage. Now, I know it's been, I don't know, a year and a half, maybe at least a year since Liam and I joined you guys, but we're back full force. So today's a pretty exciting day because we're officially restarting the restoration a Restomod build of this 1998 Jeep Wrangler that's behind me. So my father-in-law surprised myself and I for Christmas 2 years ago, I believe, or almost 2.5 years ago. And ever since then, we've slowly been turning it into our father and son project. And one of my favorite things about this Jeep, it's a 5-speed manual. There's just something about going through those gears, and it feels like a true Jeep experience. We've already made a few changes over the last 2 years. Last year we swapped out the soft top, and well, I painted this thing with paint spray, and I admit it's not the best paint job, so we're fixing that. This time we're doing it right? So we used ChatGPT and a couple of other things to kind of plan our design out. The plan is to bring it back into a beautiful baby blue, one of the coolest beach-ready TJ Restomods that you're gonna find, right? Classic Wrangler, but also modern technology updates, improved comfort, and a little bit of a luxury style. The best part, we've got a mountain of parts that are on the way. So instead of doing one giant build video, we're gonna break this video up into little episodes, little mini videos with the wheels and the lighting and the interior and the audio and the paint and the bumpers and every single thing in between. This is going to be a fun journey, and we're excited to have you along for the ride. So be sure to subscribe, follow along, and stay tuned because Dhokia Garage is officially back, and this little TJ is about to become something very special. My son, who just turned 8, Liam, who's part of this show. Um, he just turned 8 last Friday, and for his birthday, he got a 3D printer. So we are also going to kind of couple some of the build pieces with a 3D printer. So there's some things that you just cannot find for a almost 30-year-old Jeep online or eBay or just uh, OEM or aftermarket items. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to design some of the items ourselves with a 3D printer. We're going with a wood, kind of a mahogany wood interior style with chocolate brown leather. We're going to be hand stitching the gear shifter boot with a chrome knob. There's going to be a lot of chrome on this vehicle. We were going to do the lift and the tires and the rims first, but I think we're going to wait until last. We do have the tires and rims already, but I think that we're going to switch it out a little bit with the rims at least 35-inch tires, and I think they're 15-inch rims. But I think we're going to go more of the chrome look. We had all black originally picked out for this thing and delivered. So I think when we return those, we're switching them out for chrome. Because originally we were going to do this Georgia Bulldog theme, black and red and white and whatever. And all of my cars have historically been those colors, and we want to do something a little bit more cool. This is intended to be Liam's car when he goes to high school or when he starts driving in 8 years. This car is not going to take 8 years, but I want to get this one done so we can buy a vintage car, sports car that I'm not going to tell you which one because I don't know actually. I want them all, but we're going to do a couple of builds. But this one especially. Now I have built a Jeep previously. It was a 2017 Jeep Sahara. We bought it in 2017. We during COVID spent a lot of time and energy and money putting this thing together in the parking garage of the townhouses that we used to live in back in 2020. That was a lot of fun. But we're not intending to spend a ton of money on the parts. In fact, Jeep parts are relatively cheap in comparison to any other vehicle, I would imagine. And they're, Jeeps are made to modify and personalize. So that's the best part. And since it's an older Jeep, the parts that are available aren't uber expensive either. My son, he's got a huge golf tournament tomorrow, so Liam will be on the subsequent episodes. It's just that he's asleep taking a nap right now because we went to the pool and church and all these other things this morning. but I'm gonna get started. We got a lot of sanding to do. This is all gonna be chromed out. The lights actually are staying. These are LED aftermarket lights that we put on. We're putting a steering stabilizer on this, cold air intake. We may end up re-gearing it because I mentioned we're putting 35-inch tires on it. We're looking at doing a 2.5-inch lift, nothing too major. Because we still want it to fit in the garage. We don't plan to keep a top on. The top is actually down right now. Not that you can see that, but it's intended to be kind of a summer beach vehicle. What we worry about, of course, is here in Dallas, Texas, it gets hot. So I don't know how much use we're going to get out of it in that regard, but um, we switched it out to a black top, but since we're going this baby blue color, it's gonna be baby blue with chocolate brown interior, lots of chrome. We may switch back to a tan top on this vehicle just for it to match. The other consideration we looked at as far as design was a white top, which is almost impossible to find and impossible to keep clean. So stay tuned on that. But that's it. Welcome back to Dhokia Garage. We love having you guys on here, and yeah, see you soon.